So let's see, you decided to go to the gym and you started off with, I want to do this for mental health reasons, I want to feel good, or you just decided, hey, you know what, I need to lose some weight or gain some weight, muscle weight, and you decided, hey, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to start off easy, learning the basics, getting to know everything, and soon 2-3 months go by and you're doing well. You're getting hit with a whole bunch of content on social media, on these celebrity fitness influencers, and you decide, okay, I want to buy the gear, I want to look the part, I am losing weight, I am getting stronger, I'm feeling good, and now I want to take it up a notch, right? I want to go pick up one of these challenges or pick up a coach and take it from there. 3 months go by and you're doing well until you hit a plateau. And you seem to not be able to get past a certain weight or lose a certain weight, bench, squat, whatever, lift a certain weight, and you'd say, hey, I'm gonna need help. You decide, okay, to get a nutritionist, to get a lifting coach, it's quite costly, and you're thinking, I'm looking at these celebrity influencers, fitness influencers, and they're ripped, they're huge, they're developing quick. What am I doing wrong? Okay, so now you're contemplating maybe considering steroids. All right, well, I'm gonna show you today why, or 3 reasons why you shouldn't be taking steroids. Hello YouTubers, welcome back to the official Handsome Jersey Devil channel, where we focus on overall health, personal development and coaching, and product reviews of high quality goods. My name is Walter Iniguez and I am the owner of the brand and the host of this channel. Today's episode is going to be on physical health and the abuse on steroids. So reason number 1 why you should stay off of steroids, and that is the crash. And this can come in a form of mental or physical. Anytime you're introducing something synthetic into your body, you're shutting down your natural production. And so the goal is, once you get off of it, that you start to replenish and build back your natural state. Yes, you will experience at higher levels, for the sake of this video, testosterone, but eventually that will wear off, and then it's your job to actually rebuild your natural state, which is realistically not sustainable. For some, they stay on it for a long time because they know the inevitable is coming, that they will be crashing. For others, it's short term, so they don't experience the side effects so much. But nevertheless, you will experience a crash. For men, as we get older, we start to lose our levels of testosterone. We start to lose our same functions that we had when we were younger. Our goal is to make sure that we keep at those high levels that we can as we get older. So once we hit our 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, the goal is to make sure that we keep it as high as we can naturally without the interference of anything, any synthetic substance. So that being said, anytime you introduce something like that, you're always bringing yourself back down. So I bring this up because for most that are going to the gym and they're thinking of going to the gym and they're hitting a plateau and they're thinking of using steroids, they tend to think short-term goals or instant gratification. That is the mentality. They're not thinking long-term. They're not thinking, how is this gonna hit me when it's time to meet someone, start having a family, and reproduction comes to play. So they're thinking short-term, and by no means does this mean that when you're on steroids that it's easy. It isn't, especially if you're spending a ton of money on this lifestyle, which is not cheap at all. You gotta work on your diet, you got to work on your physical self, the gear, supplements too, in addition to what you're taking. Food in itself is just extremely expensive, so it's not by no means cheap, and it's not easy. The work has to be put in as well to match what you're doing, and so by no means is it easy, but it is a shortcut. And so when you're thinking, okay, shortcuts, you're thinking instant gratification, you're thinking short-term goals, you're not thinking long-term and all the effects that it will have down the road for you. So that is reason number one. Reason number two is your social life. Everyone that gets on it has or either some form of disconnect, isolation, some form of depression that comes in with taking steroids. Your surroundings will experience the mood swings that come along with it. Some say that the steroids won't, the argument sometimes can be that these steroids doesn't do that. If you're naturally there, steroids will only enhance it. Others will claim that because of the chemical imbalance, it does actually trigger mood swings, etc. I'm not here to debate that. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it does happen. And so for most that are going to the gym, they're already on the mindset that they gotta fix something. Something is off, whether it's a weight loss, muscle gain, for mental health. If you're going into it with those reasons, that's only gonna enhance it. If that's the argument, then right away you're gonna experience some mood swings, some depression, some anxiety, etc. People around you are going to experience that. And it's interesting, because if I noticed this with many, and again, being in this industry and being around bodybuilders, powerlifters, etc., athletes, they all start off with all the good reasons and they end up doing it for all the wrong reasons, right? They start off with trying to gain some muscle, lose some weight, and then they end up diving into this rabbit hole of being obsessed in doing this. And I find that if you're going to the gym, chances are, like I said, you are working on something, and that will only put more emphasis on that. And this is coming from somebody who has obsessive compulsive disorder. This is one of the reasons why I don't dabble with it, because I already want to make sure that my mental health is healthy, that I can't risk it doing something else. I've been working out since 16, and it was really mostly for mental health reasons. It saved me from my surroundings and my environment. It really did. And while yes, through time, that physically I wanted to look good or whatever, the primary goal was for my mental health. So you start off with all the right reasons, and you might end up for all the wrong. Forgetting and isolating yourself, isolating friends, withdrawing yourself from events, and just diving yourself and putting all your attention into this one thing when you have the world around you. Number three, why you should stay off of steroids and avoid steroids is mental health. Now, obviously, this is something I'm going to be touching on because my channel is really focused on mental health, whether it's product reviews, it's the mindset of making a purchase, or coaching, or overall health. It's all under the umbrella of mental health. And so obviously this is the last one, the most important part in my opinion, just because you have to take care of your mental health. As I mentioned before, steroids can not only affect you physically and chemically alter your natural system, but it can also change your perception in a negative way. It can interfere with work, it can interfere with friends, it can interfere with overall your social gathering. I've seen this firsthand. I've seen friends, go down the wrong path, do self-harm. I've seen them, withdraw from everyone, and it may take them a long time to just get back to their same way. And some of them just don't. They have to rely on the substance in order to keep up because they've just shut their bodies down so bad that mentally it's hard for them to get back to wherever they were. And so for me, if you're struggling with body dysmorphia, if you're struggling with body image issues, obsessive compulsive disorder, you may want to reach out to a professional therapist and tackle this before you start taking on steroids. I hope this catches you in time, because if you just consider taking therapy, it will bring you back to why you even started to begin with. But the information is out there now more than ever, and so there's no real reason to consider taking steroids other than instant gratification. And if this message doesn't resonate with you, I hope that at some point in the future you get to look at this, or it does cross your path and you reconsider it. So that's it for today. I hope you have a healthy day. Please like, subscribe, and share so we can build this community. Have a good one.